Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton, and welcome back to the StarCraft II Legacy of the Void campaign. In the last episode, we destroyed the Nerazim homeworld of Shakuras. It's really more their adopted homeworld. But they decided that they'd rather have it destroyed than not let it fall into Amon's hands. So we allowed a bunch of his invading forces to come on to Shakuras, over 1 billion Zerg. I think like 1.4 billion. And then we blew up the planet, killing them all. Now, he's got loads of forces, so that's not going to make too big a dent, but it will make a dent. I mean, 1.4 billion is a lot. So now, we have used the Xel'Naga artifact to pinpoint the homeworld of the Xel'Naga, or at least to roughly pinpoint its location. And evidence suggests that it is in this celestial array, the Alterian Rift. It is in the Alterian Rift, which is a place I haven't heard of before, but supposedly cannot house life as we know it, which is an interesting place to find a homeworld of another species. So we have to go in and take a look. And if it can't house life, I'm not sure how we're gonna look, but I guess details will work out. Apparently, it's very violent in there. They said something about forces being extreme.
This defies reason. We should be shredded into our base particles. Yet, here we stand, between universes.
Zeratul was right. It is Allah. Think of it, Matriarch. The cradle of all life, hidden all these years.
Yes, but why?
Are you saying it was intentionally hidden? Is the rift around it artificial? Maybe it's not natural. I had first supposed it was just natural that things came from there. Now, maybe it was just a barrier. But then why could we cross it now? If it was a barrier, surely it'd be designed to keep people out.
The War Council awaits you, Hierarch. Karax has utilized data from glaciers.
Oh, stop telling me about upgrades that aren't available. This upgrade has not been available for like 3 episodes now.
It is hard to believe we stand above Ulnar, the home of the Ihan-Ri, the Xel'Naga. The Judicators theorized the Xel'Naga left Ire to return to a place such as this. It is said they slumbered through the ages.
Zeratul believed the artifact would lead us unto hope. The Xel'Naga may be the hope he spoke of.
If the legends are true, then the Xel'Naga are below, awaiting their children to awaken them.
Then let us hope so.
Of course, surely as one of the Xel'Naga, the Fallen One should know about this too, Amon. So wouldn't Amon have, like, come and killed all these people in their sleep before we could get to them?
How Zeratul foresaw the Keystone would lead us here is uncanny. It is now clear that it was this device's primary purpose.
Zeratul was in touch with an expression of reality beyond my understanding.
This place should not exist. It defies all decrees of science, shatters all understanding of astral mechanics.
I once thought we Protoss had reached the pinnacle of attainable knowledge. I was a fool. There is far more in the galaxy than exists within Protoss understanding, friend Karax. I know this now.
And that's kind of important, because that humility is the first step in, recognizing how humans are pretty much equal. We're just a little further back in our recognition of things, but
I pondered the events that brought me here. There is much I should remember, but do not. My body is machine, like the purifiers.
But
yeah,
you are not like them.
I must know the truth of what I am.
What you will uncover may not be desirable.
It is time I face that.
The ship's data center has uploaded the recent annals and has much of the history you have lost. I hope you find the answers you seek, friend Phoenix.
And I hope you can deal with them well when you do.
Hierarch, It appears we cannot receive transmissions while we are within the rift. We have been cut off.
I mean, we expected to be ripped into a billion particles. That's a preferable alternative. I don't mind not being able to Skype for a few hours.
The Spear of Adun's sensors have located what appears to be an accessway into the temple. Our starships are prepared to move on your command.
Okay, well then let's go. Let's see what this has to offer. With any luck, we'll find a bunch of Xel'Naga who want to help us, just in stasis or something, in pods inside the temple. Of course, things never go exactly as planned. We just don't know how it'll be complicated.
Here lies the resting place of the Xel'Naga. We must find a way to unseal this accessway if we are to awaken them. Grand Preserver, what do you know of the temple in the depths below?
Only myth, legend. Here upon Ulnar, the destined races will seek ascension. Their very presence shall open the way forward.
Some kind of scanner.
I believe these celestial locks are the key. Our forces should claim them in the hopes the way forward presents itself.
Hierarch, the Tal'darim are here. They are taking control of the celestial locks.
They're deactivating it.
The voice's demands are clear. Keep the temple sealed.
As long as they control the locks, the secrets of the temple will remain hidden from us.
Warriors, engage the enemy and reclaim the locks. Amon will not have his victory so easily.
Okay. As per usual, just get the economy back up and running. Now, how do they intend us to use these Phoenix to our advantage? Ooh, there are enemy void rays at the very least.
Our stargates can now warp in phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across long distances.
Uh-huh. And? What would you have me do with them, Karax? What am I asking? He just designs them. I have to figure out how to use them. Okay. Here's the big question. I presume that they want us to use a mix of Phoenix with other things. Probably like... Well, I say a mix. Probably Phoenix is like a strike force going out in front of our main army, but we should still probably have a main army, I would imagine. At the very least, we'll need something to defend our base. Alright, let's take the Phoenix out and have a look around. We have another mineral field out here we can expand soon enough. Now, I noticed... Actually, hang on a minute. This lock here, what's guarding this lock? I don't see anything over here. We could already see enemy forces around the other locks. Oh no! There are stalkers, and it crashed. Wonderful. Be right back. Okay, let's go scout around with these Phoenix. And see what we can find.
Understood. Engaging the enemy.
Oh, but not too far that way, because apparently then we'll be engaging the enemy. Actually, let's just pull back. I'm not really sure about using the Phoenix at all, because they are kind of weak. I mean, we might have them as a complement to help take out the air, but I think we should use a more conventional army most of the time.
I walk the shadowed path.
We'll build a forward pylon to increase our supply, and we'll build it down in the main area. We'll move our army in position to help defend it as well, because it will be a little bit exposed. And we should also build, like, at the top of this ramp, probably, so that we can build defenses there. So, there's no path into our base from the side. At least not for ground units. Do have to be concerned about air. Oh, we've got Vespene geysers that'll automatically harvest, so we should set those up now.
Inbound to our nexus point.
From where? I don't see them anywhere. Oh, there they are.
We shall shield this world.
Alright, we're doing okay. We could do with more production and more income, naturally. We might as well, at this point, I think, expand. Build another nexus. Build that other assimilator. And then we'll just start working on harvesting that second base as soon as possible. Let's get more sentries into our mix so that they can use their Guardian Shield and help keep our forces alive. And they also regenerate our shields, which is going to be very helpful. I keep forgetting that, because it's a new feature.
Hierarch, the Tal'darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible, we should destroy it and claim the reactor to enhance our solar core.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, that would be something that the Phoenix would be better adapted for. So, if nothing else, we should build Phoenix for that. Let's make sure that we're getting our upgrades. We don't have a forge to upgrade ground stuff yet, so we'll have to build one of those, but we'll start air weapons on the way. Our second base is finished down here. Now, we'll transfer over a selection of probes to the new base. For the moment, that's going to decrease the amount we can mine, because the probes aren't doing anything while they're running back and forth. But evenly distributing among our mineral fields will increase the rate of collection for mining. And that's going to be more beneficial to us in the near term. And the long term. Now, I thought I had chosen a tech that allows stargates to become warp gates of a kind. And I don't know why that is not apparently happening. Do I need a robotics? It's not even a grayed out option or anything, so I'm wondering if maybe I just somewhere in saving, reloading, quitting, accidentally undid that choice. That would be a shame. We need additional pylons, so we'll use the Spear of Adun to drop in an emergency pylon. And then we'll come over here and defend from this Terran attack. We'll need to build some more pylons, of course, because the emergency pylon alone is not going to be enough. We should make sure we have, like, doubled up pylons on the front lines, so that the enemy can't easily unpower our defenses. And then we'll build our actual defenses. We can make monoliths and cannons. And that should do a good job of helping to defend our base. Produce a few more phoenixes? Whatever. And then produce some more zealots. We need more production facilities, I think. And, I mean, I'm okay with building one phoenix at a time, because really I only want the phoenix to help take out that titanic warp prism. But right now, I need a lot of gateways to help produce plenty of ground troops. Just kind of throwing pylons all over the place. Just to kind of max out our available supply. And provide redundant power to our systems, I suppose. We're getting quite a few Phoenix available now.
Our pylon is under attack.
Oh, pylon's under attack! Rush in! Oh, we're under attack from both sides. Oh, Zealot, run! You, Zealot! Get away! Oh, crap.
We await our
Trying to get the Zealot who was being targeted by a Seeker missile away from the main group. But I did not control him very well. No matter. We are now getting to the point where it's not too difficult to easily replace our losses. Let's, we've got our Air Force and our Ground Force on separate hotkeys. Let's proceed to assault the Terran side of things and go for this nearest lock.
Forces have been defeated. Our warriors' presence should allow us to lay claim to the lock. The locks do not appear to respond to our cloaked warriors. We must send others in their stead.
Right, so we have to use visible units to take the lock, okay? You'd think the Xel'Naga would have been smart enough to design a system that could deal with that, but who knows? Oh, bring the Phoenix in, because now we're getting destroyed by enemy air forces. Yeah, so we will need the Phoenix and the ground forces both.
The lock is now ours. These energy patterns indicate once we control the other four, the temple will open.
Okay, sounds good.
Time for battle.
Let's move and take the one on the other side next. Let's also build some defenses to avoid being surprised at home. And then we'll just sink the rest of our money into, like, zealots and move forward. Are we fully mining? Pretty close.
Be on guard. Amon's servants are moving to seize a lock. Understood.
Oh, you mean we've got to defend these locks as well?
Where do our enemies lurk?
Oh, so, wait, okay. So Phoenix can auto-cast...
Another lock in enemy hands. Amon's forces are in a defensive position.
So Phoenix can auto-cast this gravity thing.
On the wings of justice.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize they could auto-cast that. That makes them a lot more useful than I first realized.
Warp field online.
Because now they can just devastate people, and they're pretty smart about it, too.
I stalk through the stars.
Okay, well... Now I have just realized that the units move in a much different fashion than I had realized. So it used to be that you had to manually cast... Phoenix have an ability called Graviton Beam that allowed them to pick up enemy ground units so that they could shoot at them, because Phoenix are only capable of attacking units in the air. It used to be that you'd had to manually cast that, but now it looks like the Phoenix can do it themselves, and they're pretty smart about how they do it. Not having everybody latch onto a different unit and then having nobody to fire, that sort of thing. So, in light of that revelation, they are actually pretty good at taking out ground forces. And are worth building a much larger fleet of than I had realized. So, let's keep our ground force at home to defend. And let's lay on a bunch of additional production for constructing additional Phoenixes. So that we can take those guys out and do some massive damage. We've got a lot of money. Perhaps it would be a good idea now to use our Chrono Boost not to increase our mining ability, but increase our production capacity. Alright, let's try and take this one now.
Understood.
Wow, the Phoenix are doing really good considering how many ground units there are. Oh, and of course, the Colossus are ground units. We can't pick them up, but they're so big we can shoot them anyway. Nice. Oh, we can get ground armor level 2? Awesome. But ground armor won't help our Phoenixes, so let's get shields at the forge. That will help our Phoenixes. Oh, and the Tal'darim have shown back up, so we can try and defend with our ground forces, which is not going very well. We'll need to get some additional ground forces to help out.
It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly.
This is going to be pretty difficult. Not only because they're always trying to retake the locks, but also because I'm having great difficulty managing my units correctly.
I will comply.
Alright. The Phoenixes are just wreaking havoc and taking the lock. We should have no trouble with this. Actually. I mean, as soon as we get the hang of it, it's like these Phoenix are just devastating everything. Man, Phoenix used to be one of my least favorite units because they kinda sucked, but right now, they are awesome. This is really good. I mean, just look at them wreck. They are a bit weak, so... I mean, they do die quite quickly, which is not great. But they can deal a lot of damage. And I mean, we can just keep pumping them out. Except we do need more Vespene gas. Okay. And additional pylons, too. That's good to know. Oh, the enemy's showing up. Here and there. So, we're gonna split up. We're gonna have our ground forces come try and cover us down here. And then our Air Force will cover up here. Oh, our Air Force is already done up here. Okay. Let's head for the lock on the right side of the map. We need more anti-air in our ground forces, apparently, because our ground forces are getting annihilated. We want to head over here to the right side of the map, to this lock, because it's pretty close to where the patrol is for the enemy air force that we want to take out. Now, this is a problem. There are ground defenses that our Phoenixes cannot target.
Understood. I will comply.
I mean, we can take the lock anyway, but still not great. We gotta be careful about those turrets. If we could build up a much bigger ground force, we could potentially roll in after the Phoenixes and mop up remaining stuff like that. Or, potentially, we could also maybe use the Solar Lance to deal with it. It would not be very effective, though. The Solar Lance does 200 damage on each strike. And we would need it to take out something with 250 health, which is going to take multiple passes. And we've only got 3, and we need to take down like at least 2 turrets to secure the first position. The Phoenixes can actually fire while moving. I forgot about that. So that's even really good. We don't even have to worry about attack moving. We can just continually move.
Understood. Teleport successful. On the wings of justice.
Although, if we attack move, then they'll use the Graviton Beam.
It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly.
That's okay. First we'll take care of the warp prism.
It is done. I am warping the vessel's cargo aboard for further study.
We need a lot more Phoenixes. And unfortunately, they are really costly on gas. We are not getting enough gas. So we'll build a Zealot heavy ground force, in addition to our Air Force. Let's send our ground forces in to mop up some of these turrets and things. Oh, no, those Phoenixes are going into the wrong place. I don't know why they're going over there. Alright, now we've got to think about this last lock. We might group up our units. Well, actually, we might get a few Zealots to come over here and take out this turret that we apparently missed. Because, I mean, it would be a shame not to take out this turret while we're right here. Our shields upgrade's complete, so we can make our ground troops better by increasing ground armor. Let's do that. Alright, now let's group up. And let's move in as a giant ball to do as much damage as we can. Oh wait, somebody's on their way over here. Our ground troops are slow. We'll have them move to get this lock, which is closer nearby. And,
Amon's forces have claimed a mechanism.
Can we target like 2 of these beams on one side of the map and 1 of these beams on the other? That would be nice. It looks like we can. Let's do that. Sweet! So we can just split up our Spear of Adun blasts across all the entirety of the map. That's nice. That made short work of both sets of enemy forces. Oh, but they rebuilt the turret. That sucks. That's okay. Let's group up, and we'll get all our troops together, and we'll attack as one.
On the wings, time for battle.
But let's get the Phoenixes a little bit back, because I'm more concerned about making their well-being than everything else. Let's get them in here to support our ground forces. Come on.
I am eager to strike. Teleport successful.
Let's push our way to the lock. Oh, this is easy. We've got plenty of forces to be able to do this. I just hope they don't grab another lock from under us while we're taking this one. But it doesn't look likely.
The skies ablaze. Meet the enemy.
There we go. 5 out of 5 locks. We have now secured the entrance.
All 5 locks have been captured, Hierarch. The access way is opening.
Uh-huh. You know, you'd think you could have done that by hand. Just move the stones up.
It seems Amon's forces have drawn back. I sense only a great stillness from within the temple.
Then we have succeeded. It will not be long before we see what fate has in store for us.
Friendlies? Hopefully? So, Temple of Unification, hard. We did it. Now we can look at the big mystery, what's inside the temple. This is going to shape the rest of the game. What we find in here.
I'm afraid the Spear of Adun will not be able to assist you inside the temple. Please be careful, Hierarch.
Duly noted, Carax.
Amon's forces arrived here before we did. The temple may already be under his control.
Zeratul believed the other Xel'Naga were here, and that they would stand with us against Amon. They could end the war. My people could be free once again.
Then why have the Xel'Naga not answered us?
Stasis.
I am going into the Ulnar Temple alone, Matriarch.
Ooh.
I do not intend to risk any more lives.
You risked your own life on the word of a traitor.
He killed your mother, Vorazun. That is true. But he was never a traitor. I do not wish for death, only to see Zeratul's visions fulfilled.
You will return. That much, I believe.
At least Zeratul was able to get Artenis'
My
trust.
warriors cannot aid me in the battle ahead. This burden is mine to bear.
That may be true, but before you
The
go,
starfighters have arrived, and they await your evaluation.
it would still be good to look over your forces and give some last orders before you leave.
Skies await.
So, Graviton Beam. Oh, you could pick up 2 enemies at the same time with that. Okay, so there's the Phoenix we've already seen.
It is a good day.
And there's the Corsair, which is an old StarCraft I unit that has the ability Disruption Web, and Disruption Web can prevent other enemies from attacking. And attacks deal area damage to air units and bonus damage to light units. Which is better? Preventing people from attacking or lifting people in the air? I mean, lifting people in the air allows them to destroy Phoenix to destroy ground units. Corsairs couldn't do that. But Phoenix can't really deal with bunkers and turrets. Corsairs can. They can temporarily disable all ground things and then go attack air units. Once the air units are cleared out, a ground force can follow up. I think I'll go with Phoenix because I think that the ability to kill most things on the ground, or at least units on the ground, gives them a lot of added versatility, which is important.
Since we arrived here, the Keystone has reacted strangely. It's as if it is attuned to the energies below.
One would think.
Energies below.
Yes, void energies exude from this place. I believe this world is a conduit between dimensions.
And the Keystone
Acts as if siphoning these energies. This is entirely different from how the origin point information was stored, as if the Keystone was reconfigured for a second purpose.
Let us hope that the Xel'Naga themselves can reveal the truths you're looking for.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna build a highly specialized artifact to do at least one thing, then you would try to make it fill as many uses as possible, I suppose. Just to get the most bang for your buck. Alright, so we don't have any additional systems. Maybe those 3 other systems, perhaps not all at once, but in general, maybe those 3 other systems that are currently locked, are systems that use Xel'Naga technology and will be available after we contact the Xel'Naga. Or at least after whatever happens here is going to happen here. Let's invest in more starting supply, and we'll just leave that for now.
Adun Toridas, Hierarch.
Vorazun, I know not what I shall find below, but I know I must go alone. You are in command of the Spear of Adun now.
Until you return, Artenis.
So this is interesting. They're prepared to give us an additional 35 Solarite for this mission. That really makes me think that maybe they're going to give us access to additional facilities, because 35 would be a lot, unless we were going to have even more to possibly spend it on. But we'll have to find out next time. At any rate, if you enjoyed this and want to see more, please subscribe, and let me know what you think, either way, in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.
Oh look, by repeatedly spam clicking everything, I get monkeys.
I'm pretty sure that there's a monster back there. Oh, he's right there! Oh god, I ran the wrong way! I ran the wrong way! Oh. That could have saved me. Oh. 100 times right now.